Most teachings guide you to manifest in a forward direction, visualize, attract, and accomplish. But quantum manifestation takes a radically different path. It turns the whole concept on its head. You're not creating from longing, you're creating from the end result. This is how you reverse engineer the process and witness remarkable outcomes. Chances are you've been told over and over, clearly see your goals, imagine every detail, feel as if it's already yours. You've probably heard this repeated by mentors, books, and countless personal growth courses. Maybe you've spent hours visualizing your ideal life, your perfect career, soulmate relationship, financial freedom, or vibrant well-being. You may have practiced affirmations, closed your eyes, and tried to sustain positive emotions, and yet, something still seems misaligned, like your dreams are just out of reach, always one step ahead. Why is that? Here's the uncomfortable truth that most traditional manifestation practices miss. When you see your desires as future possibilities, you unconsciously emphasize the separation between you and what you want. Take a moment to let that land. Each time you push to feel wealthy, loved, or accomplished, while still holding the belief that it's something that lies ahead, you're sending a contradictory signal into the field. You're unintentionally affirming your current state of not having. And the quantum realm, acting as a perfect mirror of your most dominant energetic state, reflects that back with precision, more waiting, more distance, more frustration. This is exactly where quantum manifestation revolutionizes the approach. Instead of asking you to believe something will eventually happen, it invites you to step into the outcome now. It shifts your entire identity from one of seeking to one of already being. You begin to think, feel, and operate from the result, not toward it. And that's the key difference. You're not projecting a future vision. You're anchoring yourself in the completed experience, in the present moment. Quantum manifestation doesn't move in a straight line. It begins at the destination and traces its way back. To make this more tangible, imagine watching a film starting from the final scene. You witness the resolution, the triumph, the clarity. Knowing how it ends, every preceding moment has a different tone. You don't wonder if things will turn out. You already hold the certainty of the outcome. Quantum manifestation mirrors this exactly. When you root yourself in the end state, your internal frequency transforms, tension melts, doubt vanishes. Why? Because the question of if it will happen is gone. You're embodying the version of you that already lives it. This isn't just philosophy. Quantum physics supports this. Experiments such as the double slit test and studies on time-related causality demonstrate that past, present, and future coexist in potential. They're not sequential. They exist as simultaneous options, and it's your awareness, your vibrational state, that determines which reality becomes real. The instant you decide to fully inhabit your future self, you eliminate all competing possibilities and pull your desired timeline into now. The quantum field doesn't respond to what you wish to be, it responds to who you're being in this moment. Here's another way to look at it. Desire suggests separation, while outcome reflects presence. Desire says, "It's not here yet." Outcome declares, "It's already mine." When you're stuck in desire, you're constantly striving and hoping. When you're grounded in outcome, you're receiving with appreciation. From the viewpoint of quantum physics, the universe doesn't grant your wishes based on desire, it responds to what you embody. And the most effective way to embody anything is to live from it now, without waiting for confirmation from the outside world. So how can you actually apply this in your life? The key is to stop seeing your dream from a distance and instead become the version of you who's already living it. Rather than asking, "What would it feel like to have what I want?" ask yourself, "If this were already real, what would I naturally think? What choices would feel aligned and effortless? How would my energy show up in the world?" Instantly, your internal chemistry begins to shift, your nervous system calms down, the way you see things starts to change, your emotional energy stabilizes, and most importantly, your signal to the quantum field transforms. You're no longer broadcasting lack. You're sending out the frequency of coherence, alignment, and wholeness. You're no longer striving. You're resonating. And here's the beautiful paradox. The moment you release your attachment to the desire when you no longer need it to appear, it arrives faster. When you're no longer anxious about the timing, because you're so anchored in the feeling of already living it, manifestation accelerates with ease. The quantum field doesn't require effort, it requires alignment. The secret isn't about how intensely you desire something, but about how fully you've moved out of needing it because you're already living in the emotional and energetic truth of having it. This is the power of quantum manifestation and why so many misunderstand it. It completely reverses everything we've been taught about how to achieve success or reach our dreams. But once you truly experience it, once you embody it, you realize how simple and transformative it actually is. It's not complex. It's clear, refined, and deeply impactful. Stay close, because in a moment, you'll discover exactly how to enter that reversed flow where manifestation begins with the end result and moves backward. Once you experience this way of creating, you won't want to go back to the old paradigm again. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to manifest with ease, like they attract miracles without even trying, while others spend years using every tool, workshop, or visualization method out there, yet see little to no progress? It's not fate. It's not because they're more enlightened or special, and it's definitely not because they're doing more work. Here's the counterintuitive truth. They've learned to do less but with more alignment. They've discovered a subtle but crucial shift in how they relate to their dreams and intentions. When you use typical manifestation techniques, you're often encouraged to say things like, "I want wealth, I want love, I want success." Sounds reasonable, right? But here's what's actually happening beneath the surface. Every time you repeat, "I want," you're unknowingly reinforcing a state where your desire is absent. You're sending a message to the quantum field that says, "It's not here yet." You're not signaling fulfillment. You're amplifying lack. Here's the incredible paradox that quantum manifestation unveils. The universe doesn't respond to your desires, it responds to your state of being. If your prevailing emotional energy is rooted in wanting, then the quantum field reflects that exact vibration back to you. It tunes into your frequency with perfect precision. So, if you're consistently radiating the feeling of wanting, the field mirrors it by placing you in more experiences where you continue to want, where the fulfillment of your goals remains just slightly out of reach. Now, let's flip the script. Imagine fully shifting your attention away from what's missing and instead focusing on what already exists within the quantum realm. Because here's the scientifically grounded truth. Every version of your reality, every dream, outcome, and possibility you can imagine is already encoded within the quantum field as potential. You're not constructing it from nothing. You're aligning with something that already is. Think of it like this. The quantum field is a vast, cosmic library. Every possible version of your life is already written and sitting on the shelf. You don't have to draft the story from scratch. You simply select the book that matches your ideal life, open it, and immerse yourself in the experience, believing it, feeling it, and living it right now. This seemingly small shift in perception is the line between years of exhausting trial and instantaneous alignment. The moment you begin manifesting backward by embodying the end result as already present, you shift into a new vibrational reality. You're no longer emitting, "I lack." You're transmitting, "I have." And in return, the quantum responds in kind, reflecting back that sense of fulfillment. This isn't fantasy. It's not a hopeful mindset trick. It's quantum mechanics in action. It's backed by real physics. What you hold in your energetic field becomes your lived experience. Here's the essence. Manifestation isn't about convincing the universe or working tirelessly to earn what you want. It's about understanding that reality is fluid, receptive, and simply waiting for you to align with the version you choose. People who manifest with ease get this. They don't pursue outcomes, they embody them. They step into the identity of the self who already has the result. In doing so, they cause the wave of quantum potential to collapse into a solid physical experience. This is why those who manifest effortlessly always seem calm, grounded, and certain. They're not hustling, they're not pushing, because they know something powerful. Trying to force something implies doubt, and doubt creates resistance. Resistance in turn slows manifestation. True quantum creators don't try to manipulate outcomes. They synchronize with the version of themselves for whom the result is already inevitable. And from that frequency, the universe reshapes itself around their certainty. Let this truth land deeply. Your power to manifest doesn't stem from your willpower, your discipline, or how vividly you visualize your dreams. It all comes down to your internal resonance with the end result. It depends on your ability to stop affirming lack and instead stabilize yourself in the frequency of fulfillment. Because once you truly embody the outcome, once your emotional state fully mirrors your chosen reality, the universe is compelled to reflect it back. This insight has the potential to transform your life entirely. It means you can finally stop chasing your goals from a space of anxiety, pressure, or neediness. It means you can let go of the constant push to prove your worth or force results into existence. Instead, you begin selecting your desired outcomes, anchoring your inner alignment, and witnessing miracles unfold with ease. And while this awareness is deeply powerful, it's truly just the starting point. Because what comes next is an even deeper dive into how to reshape your identity, your entire energetic state, so that manifesting becomes as natural and effortless as taking a breath. You'll understand why who you're being matters far more than what you're doing. Ready for that next leap? Let's continue. But before we move forward, let's pause and explore the deeper science behind why reverse manifestation isn't just a mystical or spiritual concept, it's grounded in quantum mechanics. This isn't just hopeful philosophy, it's rooted in the very laws that govern our universe. At the quantum level, all outcomes already coexist as simultaneous possibilities. Every potential version of your life, from the most mundane to the most miraculous, already exists within the quantum field. You're not creating your future from thin air. You're aligning yourself with the version of reality you wish to experience. And this one realization can radically shift your entire approach to life. You don't need to hustle or strain to bring something into form. Your main task becomes far simpler and far more refined. Attune your internal state to match the frequency of your desired reality, and then allow it to naturally materialize. Here's the key difference. Conventional manifestation techniques ask you to build your dreams step by step, like constructing a house from the ground up. You visualize, you plan, and you work hard to achieve it. While there's nothing inherently wrong with effort, this method reinforces the belief that your goal is somewhere out there, not here yet. Energetically, that keeps you locked in a state of not having. And because the quantum field mirrors your dominant vibration, it continues to reflect the gap back to you, prolonging the wait. Quantum manifestation flips that logic completely. Rather than pushing to make your dream real, you become the energetic center that attracts the already existing version of it. You're no longer chasing the result. You're magnetizing a timeline that's already real in the field of potential. This quiet but critical shift is what separates years of struggle from immediate and aligned manifestation. Because in the quantum world, it all comes down to resonance. If your dominant energy is, "I don't have it yet," the field will respond by delaying your experience. But if you vibrate with clarity, joy, and the feeling of already having it, the universe reflects that belief, and the result shows up accordingly. This concept is vividly illustrated by the famous observer effect in quantum physics. Scientists have shown again and again that subatomic particles remain as potential waves possibilities until they are observed. The act of observation collapses the wave into a definite, physical form. You are doing the same thing in your life. The moment you embody certainty and alignment, you collapse potential into reality. You, as a conscious observer, are engaging in this exact process every day, whether you're aware of it or not. Your dominant emotional patterns and focused attention are continuously collapsing limitless possibilities into your present lived experience. When you consistently observe from a mindset of lack or absence, you bring into form realities that mirror that very absence. But when you shift into the energy of fulfillment, gratitude, and certainty, the quantum field responds by collapsing outcomes that match that inner state of having. This is why those who truly master quantum manifestation often seem to attract effortlessly. They're not chasing or forcing outcomes. Instead, They're deeply rooted in the energetic knowing that what they desire is already part of their reality. It's not mystical or magical. It's quantum law in motion. Every moment, your personal frequency is determining the outcomes you experience by selecting from the field of infinite potential. What transforms your reality isn't forceful effort, it's alignment. It's coherence between your thoughts, emotions, and inner identity. Let this sink in. Your current life circumstances, every single one, are a direct mirror of your dominant internal state. The quantum field isn't emotional or biased. It doesn't measure whether your goals are noble or shallow. It simply reflects back the frequency you're consistently transmitting. So if you want to see change in your external world, your job isn't to hustle harder. Your work is to shift your internal frequency to match the version of reality you want to live in, as if it's already here. This is the essence of quantum manifestation, instantly collapsing timelines through inner alignment. Picture it like tuning a radio. The frequency, the result you desire, already exists on a specific station. You don't need to invent the broadcast, you simply dial into that frequency. And once you do, the signal becomes clear, and the music flows. It's not creation, it's calibration. Understanding this flips the entire manifestation paradigm. It frees you from the trap of believing you must earn your dreams through struggle or grind. It releases you from the outdated belief that goals must be pursued with intensity and pressure. Instead, you step fully into your power, the ability to align consciously and consistently with your chosen version of reality. Once you embrace this, the shift can happen instantly. Still, this concept is often hard to accept at first because it contradicts everything we've been taught. Society conditions us to believe that reward follows only from intense effort. But the quantum reality tells a different story. Resonance creates results. Alignment, not struggle, is the real key. The quantum field doesn't respond to how hard you try. It responds to your vibrational signature. In the next section, you'll learn exactly how to live this truth, not just understand it mentally, but embody it fully in your daily life. You'll discover how to release the cycle of need-based manifestation and step fully into outcome-based alignment. The science supports it, the principles are proven, and you're about to apply them directly. Ready to experience quantum manifestation in a real, practical way? Let's continue and break it down step by step so you can start seeing tangible results right away. No confusion, no forcing, just clarity, simplicity, and aligned action. The process of quantum manifestation can be broken down into 3 simple but deeply transformative steps. Let's walk through each one together. Step 1. Define your desired reality as if it's already happening. This step is foundational and where most people go off track. Why? Because they see their desires as distant possibilities, not current truths. The key here is absolute clarity. Decide what you want not as something you're hoping to reach, but as something you're already living. Close your eyes and define your desired outcome from the standpoint of it being your current reality. If your intention is financial freedom, don't imagine one day being wealthy. Instead, visualize yourself already immersed in wealth. See the details clearly. Feel the inner peace, the confidence, the lightness that comes with already living in that abundance. You're not fantasizing about a possible future. You're stepping into an energetic truth that already exists. That's the first vital shift. Step 2. Fully embody this chosen reality. Now comes the transformation. This is the point where you move from wanting to being. Replace the thought, "I want to be wealthy," with, "I am already living in wealth." But more than just saying the words, let your body feel the truth of them. Notice what changes in your body when you say it and believe it. Your breath slows, your shoulders drop. You relax into this new identity. This isn't about faking it, it's about grounding yourself in the frequency of already having it. At this point, your brain starts rewiring. Neural pathways begin forming around this new identity. Your nervous system shifts into calmness, stability, and trust. You stop sending out signals of need or doubt. Instead, you're broadcasting fulfillment, gratitude, and certainty, exactly the energetic pattern that the quantum field resonates with. Try it now. Choose one outcome that matters to you. Feel what it's like to already live it. What arises? joy, peace, relief. Let yourself settle into those feelings. This is how you select your reality, by emotionally embodying it first. The physical world naturally follows. Step 3. Let go and let the quantum field handle the rest. This is the step that challenges most people, but it's also where the real magic begins. You must release all control. Stop trying to dictate how your desire will arrive. Let go of specific paths, timelines, and expectations. The more open you are to infinite possibilities, the faster the quantum responds. Remember, the how is not your job. It never was. Your only responsibility is to maintain your alignment. The quantum field, intelligent, creative, and boundless, organizes the rest without effort. It's like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's sprouting. You trust the process. You tend the soil, give it light, and let nature take its course. Manifestation is no different. When you stop trying to control every outcome, you make space for miracles, synchronicities, and unexpected breakthroughs. You no longer block the flow with rigid expectations. Instead, you open the door for the universe to deliver in ways far better than you imagined. This surrender is not weakness. It's power in its purest form, faith in motion. You align, you embody, and you allow. It almost seems too simple, doesn't it? But that's the brilliance of quantum manifestation. Its power lies in its clarity and elegance. It doesn't rely on willpower or physical hustle. Instead, it functions through energetic alignment and surrender. When your frequency is rooted in certainty, identity, and trust, you automatically transform limitless potential into tangible experience. Here's a simple yet powerful daily practice to help you start today. Every morning, before your feet hit the ground, take a few quiet moments to connect with your chosen reality, not as a far-off goal, but as something you're already living. Inwardly affirm, "I am already living my ideal life." Let your body feel that truth. Envision how your day would unfold if that were genuinely your reality, what choices you'd make, how you'd move through conversations, what your energy would feel like. Do this for just a few minutes, then let it go. Fully release the need to control anything. Throughout the day, if doubts creep in, simply remind yourself, it's already done. Don't force the emotion. Just reconnect with the energy of knowing, and move forward in a calm, grounded expectation that everything is unfolding in perfect harmony. With consistent practice, this state becomes your energetic default. You start reacting less, attracting more, and living in greater alignment. Your external world reorganizes itself to mirror your coherence. Opportunities arise without effort. Relationships blossom naturally. Solutions appear without struggle. Why? Because you've released the grip of anxiety and stepped into trust. Sounds revolutionary? It should, because it's completely opposite of what most people are taught. Yet it's supported by quantum science. When you realize that your job isn't to force life to happen, but to tune into the frequency of it already being done, everything changes. Quantum manifestation is not about pushing harder. It's about getting out of your own way and letting higher intelligence lead. And now, we're going even deeper. Up next, you'll be introduced to an advanced method known as backcasting. This tool amplifies your alignment with your desired reality and helps you anchor into it effortlessly. It's one of the most transformative techniques for collapsing timelines and accelerating change. Are you ready to unlock this next level? Because here's the truth. That shift you've been waiting for, it's already in motion. It's happening faster than you think. Reflect for a moment. Can you remember a time when something incredible showed up in your life, but only after you stopped trying so hard to control it? Maybe it was an unexpected connection, a job that arrived when you'd nearly given up, a creative breakthrough that came the moment you stopped stressing. At the time, maybe you called it luck, a fluke, divine timing. But what if none of it was random? What if those moments were direct responses from the quantum field, matching the frequency of your surrender? That's the moment of reversal, where effort gives way to energy, where chasing is replaced by receiving, where doing less actually unlocks more. Even if you haven't known how to explain it until now, chances are you've already felt this principle in your own life. And now, you're about to learn how to harness it intentionally. Every time you truly let go, and I mean fully release attachment, and life suddenly starts aligning effortlessly, What you're witnessing is quantum manifestation in its most potent form. You stopped swimming upstream and allowed the current to carry you. The quantum field doesn't react to force, it attunes to frequency. It doesn't bend to demands, it responds to energetic harmony. Most people operate under the deeply ingrained belief that more effort equals better results. But ironically, the most extraordinary transformations occur not through striving, but through surrender, relaxation, and energetic alignment. When your nervous system believes it's already done, your external world begins reshaping itself to reflect that state. This isn't magic, this is resonance in action. And here's the truly powerful part. You're not waiting anymore. You're not treating this information as theory. You're embodying it right now. Your nervous system is absorbing the shift. Your frequency is recalibrating. The quantum field is already responding because you made a conscious choice to see things differently. You stopped pushing and started aligning. That's not just a decision, that's a shift in vibration. So let's anchor that shift right now. Take a second to affirm it. Type in the comments, "I am ready to manifest backwards." Don't say it passively, declare it, feel it. When you hit send, you're broadcasting a powerful frequency to the field that says, "I am aligned, I'm ready, I already am." This single act carries immense power not because of the words themselves, but because of the energy behind them. It comes from embodiment, not lack, from inner certainty, not longing. Let this truth guide you. The universe doesn't respond to your striving, it responds to your signal. And every coherent action, whether it's a word, a breath, a feeling, sends waves through the quantum fabric far beyond what you can perceive. In the next part, we'll go even further into one of the most overlooked yet radically effective methods of manifestation: backcasting. This isn't some trick or gimmick. It's a real quantum strategy, a timeline accelerator that can collapse years of struggle into a single aligned moment. If you've ever asked yourself why some people seem to manifest effortlessly while others keep struggling, the answer often lies in this one principle: stay close. What's coming next might just be the final puzzle piece you've been missing all along. You didn't stumble onto this message by accident. You were guided here not by chance, but by resonance, a frequency match between where you are and who you're ready to become. Because deep within, you already know, manifestation isn't about pushing harder, it's about aligning deeper. True manifestation begins when you stop chasing and start being the version of you that already has what you desire. This isn't theory, this is an energetic reconfiguration. And the instant you flip the script, when you stop desiring and start embodying, everything changes. The universe stops delaying and starts collapsing timelines into your present. You're no longer requesting change, you're activating it. The field doesn't respond to pressure, it doesn't care about urgency, it responds to internal coherence. Now you've seen just how simple and profound this really is. The more deeply you embody the version of yourself that already lives your dream reality, the faster that reality crystallizes around you. That's the essence of real spiritual work, not doing more but being more aligned. And if something deep within you felt this message, truly felt it, I have something to support your journey. I created an ebook called Awaken Your Quantum Power, crafted especially for those who are done trying and are ready to become. You'll find the link in the comments. And always remember, the field doesn't reflect your effort, it reflects your energy. The universe isn't holding back because you haven't done enough. It's waiting for you to tune in. Your ideal future isn't somewhere far away. It already exists, and now you've just accessed the frequency. See you in the next video. Until then, stay calm, stay magnetic, stay in alignment. Because your future, it's not coming, it's here.